Whoopsies. Good morning, my friends. Let me know how your weekend went right there in chat. Hype it up. Let's go. I'm setting up the show. We'll live in a minute. All right. Maybe I should have done a better Matthew McConaughey. All right. Chad, I'm a little taken aback this morning. What the heck? Yo, what's up, Adrian? That's a W. Made some changes for meeting. Let's go. He dipped out of his meeting so he could be here this morning. Bets for breakfast, coming at you live in the morning, 9 a.m. If you don't know, listen, Sunday morning, I mean, it takes me hours on end to prepare for that show. It's an absolute production. It takes me 2 hours before and then a 2-hour live show. There were 853. We peaked at actually, YouTube said we peaked at 868 active viewers. That's insane. That means at one moment in that show, there were 868 people on YouTube watching my morning show. I was absolutely blown away. I was taken aback. I took a photo in the middle of the show for my wife, sent it to my mom and dad. It was a moment for me. And I thank you, all of you who helped contribute to that. Thank the Lord, honestly, literally prayed about it because I was a little nervous. Last week, I had 120,000 views on YouTube. I had several thousand new subscribers. It was basically the best week I've ever had on YouTube. I've been doing this for a very long time. This is my second YouTube channel. My other one died at 6K, and this one's growing now. So it's been a blessing, but I was a little concerned. I was concerned that I had all these new eyes, and then I was just going to tank the week. I was like, oh, goodness. Luckily, it went great. It went great. Moneyline picks on the game picks video went 10-4. Spread picks top 7 went 6-0 so far. The top 11 picks on my betting model 10-0. 10-1. 10-1. So if you watch that game picks video, you got a ton of wins on that Wednesday video that had 64,000 views. So thank the Lord. Honestly, I'm thrilled with the results. The touchdown picks video, 12 out of the 17 players listed cashed a touchdown. There's three more for tonight. I'm going to give you all 3 today. There's one spread pick remaining, and I'm going to talk about Tampa plus 2.5 tonight as the top spread play on the model, 6-0. Otherwise, picks 2 through 7. VIP wise went absolutely nuclear, my friends. 7-0 sweep from Opto EV picks. He posted a list of his favorite plays. He posted the odds for all of them in the initial post and line shopped for all 7 players. And this went 7-0. He is officially 14-2 in his channel. And out of his 2 parlays he's posted, one of them cashed a plus 1,300. On fire. 36-18 run went 7-1 yesterday. I had the bad day. I went 4-1 with my money line. My money line plus 418 parlay being my one I was very upset about last night because we needed Minnesota to cash that final leg of that 5-leg parlay. So I ended up taking an L for that one. So I ended up 4-2. The models plus 1.57 heading into last night. I have not looked at anything for today. So there you go. There's your recaps. YouTube, amazing. VIPs, went absolutely nuclear. Now, how do we take advantage of this for tonight? Well, we're going to be looking at Novig and making some bets. We're going to be looking. Oh, that's the wrong link. That's my YouTube link. Delete comment. How about that? Discord. Let me drop that link for you, buddy. Happy to share this. JT, there you go, right there in chat. Chat can let you know. And you're going to see people chatting today as I just kicked my dog in the face and it realizes under my feet. I'm sorry, buddy. There you go. It's that's the link right there, my friends. 300 people tuned in nice and early on a Monday morning. The Monday show, I will tell you, the reason why I highlighted things in the beginning and I said, oh, by the way, quick review of the underdog plays I picked yesterday as well. Jameer Gibbs, higher than 17.5, longest rush, had a 42-yard carry in the first quarter. Cash. Puka Nacua had 93 yards receiving. Cash the higher than 80.5. Justin Fields, higher than 44.5 rushing yards. Cash that too. Christian McCaffrey, 33.5 receiving yards. Higher, cash it. I cashed all 4 for 4 on underdog in yesterday morning's live show. It was such a wonderful week for public, wonderful week of VIPs, and we're going to continue it this morning. So, again, I was starting to highlight this point and then went off on one of my random tangents. That Sunday morning show, I am, several hours ahead of time preparing. I've got a show structure and outline. The Monday and Thursdays are very much degenerate time. It is kick back, relax with my chat. It is let's talk sports. Let's talk about the games. Let's talk about betting. Let's make some picks. Let's make some parlays. And it's not so much of like a 2-hour talk show that has interactive chats. It's a bit different. So today and Thursday, every time you get primetime games, I am live at 9 a.m. Eastern. I appreciate all these chats, by the way. I do miss out on a lot of them now because there's so many people chatting. There were 1,300 messages in yesterday's morning video, and I missed probably 1,200 of them. So thank you. Thank you, all of you, so much. Mark, thank you very much for the tip, my friends. You bought me coffee this week. Smacked a plus 1,000, 560, 340, and a plus 185. Let's go, my friend. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. And I woke up and it was really cool. I saw people joining as YouTube members, which I forgot was even set up. And so I thank you for that as well. That's basically just a way that people, it's like dropping a couple bucks in the tip jar, basically. All right, let's get to it. Let's make some bets. Tampa, let's talk about, we have to talk about Baker Mayfield. Baker, nobody in the NFL has covered the spread on the road since 2023 as Baker Mayfield. All right. Nobody has covered the spread more as an underdog in the NFL since 2023 as Baker Mayfield. Nobody has as many wins as an underdog in the NFL as Baker Mayfield. He's a freaking dog. I am excited about tonight. The only thing is he has not been good on Monday Night Football throughout his career. But oddly enough, in prime time, other nights, he's been fine. It's literally like, I think it was 0-7, 0-8 on Monday Night Football. He's got like a nasty track record that makes me a little concerned. Now, the money line play for yeah, John, I do, buddy. I just dropped that link in here. You can take a peek. I think people in chat can tell you as well. It's rather than me being a salesman, I think they'll tell you it's worth it. All right. The VIP is pretty cool inside Discord. How about that call? Mahomes scrambling to the right, reaching for the pylon. Right. I said that yesterday, but I acted it out. I was like, he's running right side of the field. He scrambled, he tucked in and ran because all his pass catchers were covered, and he dives for the right front right corner pylon for a touchdown. Mahomes plus 488 touchdown. Boom. When I saw it happen, I literally arms up in the air was like, yes, literally acted like I had $100 on that bet or something. Meanwhile, it was literally just a YouTube call out. But when you got 850 people on YouTube watching you, you need those to hit. So that felt good. That was very exciting. That link is right there, Emmett. I'll drop that link one more in chat. You guys can click that and look at all the information you need, my friend. Oh, let's go, Mushroom Raider. If you're in here and you're not a VIP, you're missing out. That $20 a unit. I'm up 800 thanks to donuts through 2 weeks. No doubt, man. We are on a heater, so it makes sense. I love it. Only thing I don't like about Tampa is 90% of the money is on them. I don't like the money line. So let me okay, so I was initially going to like hop into underdog and Novig first, but let's actually hop over to the betting model. So, I post the betting model photo inside Discord, but then what I do is I have the betting model uploaded to my website, myspreads.com, and I rank them based on what the model 10,000 simulations were. And Tampa's all the way down here is the 12th ranked money line play of the week. Remember, top 11 went 10-1. Friggin' Minnesota ruined it. Here are the losses. The lowest 3 ranked teams: Denver, Pittsburgh, and Miami. Loss, should have won. Loss, should have won. Are you kidding me? Does this not tell you the model is pretty darn good? 10-1 in the top 11, and then the 3 other losses were the lowest confidence ranks out of the entire model. That's, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, this model is dialed the heck in. Anyways, Tampa's down there. So is the Chargers. We've got Chargers and Tampa 12th and 13th. Now, again, loss. So I don't know what you want to take from that, but the bottom end of a model, you would hope the higher end in the ranking would be more successful, and it has been. So that is something that I am starting to pay attention to, because it was very similar to last week. I had a photo somewhere. I think last week's top 10 went 9-1. So we have 2 weeks running here where the top 20 plays over 2 weeks are 18-2. 18-2. All right. But out of the other, out of 6 total losses, 4 of them are at the bottom end. So just be mindful. 5 of them, yes, 5. 2 are at the bottom, and then 3 so far this week. So be mindful. Spread-wise, the top 7, cash. Arizona should have cashed. They crumbled in the fourth quarter against Carolina, but they had that one covered, unfortunately. Number 1, Tampa, plus 2.5. Baker on the road. I wish we had the 3 in the hook, right? I wish we had plus 3.5 for Tampa. I would be all over it. 2.5, I would, I'm taking it because the model says it's the best one, and the model's, 6-0 right after that. Overall on the week, 9-4 on spreads for plus like 3.6 units or something. It's been really good. So Tampa, there you go. You want to know what the model says? Tampa plus 2.5 for the Chargers and the Raiders. This has the Chargers minus 3.5, but they are the 13th. Okay. Essentially, they're tied. They're tied down here. Whenever you see like 7-7-7, that means literally in the confidence model, their value score that we have behind closed doors was identical. Like, same, and same. There's like narrower margins for the spreads. So there you go. Model says Chargers minus 3.5. Tampa plus 2.5 has both of those teams winning. I'll click off the model, and I don't think we need to use this. Actually, I'll leave that up just in case we go back to the site to look at some of the player prop stuff. Underdog. So 4-0 yesterday. I'm going to make my favorite picks for tonight. And on Novig, we're going to put together a parlay as well. Chat, by the way. Oh, it's that frog in my throat. By the way, 525 people, 316 on YouTube, another 200 on Twitter. Do me a massive favor. If you're watching the show right now on YouTube, just like the video for me. Just help me out. That's a huge, literally YouTube sees those likes and they're like, whoa, that's a cool channel. Let's put it in front of other people. Those likes are so key for me. So if you already came in and you just hit that like button, thank you very much. On X, simple retweet, a like on the show, stuff like that goes a long way. Thank you very much for your support in any way, shape, or form. Just being here is supportive, truly. The likes are cool, though. The likes are cool. 107, just like that. I tell you, I got the best community, man. The stone cold best community. Let's start with Tampa and Houston. We already talked the game. Let's look at a couple touchdown picks I'm interested in and a couple player props tonight. So anytime touchdowns, I'm having trouble not just playing these both. Now, I'm not parlaying them, but like I could literally toss down a little quiche on both of these plays. Mike Evans to score, Bucky Irving to score. And if one of them hits, if I put the same unit allocation in, you're walking away with a little bit of a profit. Let's say Bucky Irving scores and Mike Evans doesn't. All right, 0.2 units profit if you put a unit in, just for an example. I'm happy with that. Anytime I can bet on a game and walk away with, even a fractions of a unit, it's still better than walking away with nothing. You can't go broke making a profit. That's a good line. You can't go broke making a profit. Mike Evans, if he scores a tutty and Bucky Irving does not, all right, you walk away with 0.6 profit, 0.6 units profit. If they both score, I mean, now you're just rolling in it, my friends. You're absolutely rolling in it. You'd be up, 2.82 units. So you enjoy yourself if that happens tonight. Mike Evans scored 14 touchdowns last season. Is he not scoring like ever again? Because that's basically what these odds are telling me. This is crazy to me. A plus 161 for a guy that scored 14 tutties last season, second in the NFL. He's had 10 plus touchdowns in 5 of the last 6 years? He's been in the teens twice. No, he does not score as frequently, but so frequently does he have these 2 touchdown games. I mean, real quick, okay, I'm glad I did leave it up because I always want to look at this stuff. I randomly want to look at it like in the middle of the show because I have random thoughts come up. Oh, man, I'm zoomed in big time. I'm at like 200%. Let's go back to last season. I got to zoom out. 250. Holy smokes. All right, check it out. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So he scored in 7 games. 7 games last season. He scored in 7. That's it. Just 7. And he had 11. Are we missing a game here? And he scored in the playoffs. Unbelievable. And on top of that, now we're getting Bucky Irving. All right. Switching over to Underdog real quick. I don't have the touchdown projections over here. I just don't for some reason in my jurisdiction, I suppose. But if you have access to the touchdowns over here, you're going to get a great multiplier. It's not going to be an even. It just won't. It's going to be a better multiplier. I love it. I absolutely love the play for a touchdown over there. I think fantasy points would probably be a decent one as well. We know he can catch the ball a little bit as well. That's not a bad play. But getting him for $1.25, just fantastic. Did that go up? I think that might have just went up while I was talking. I think this is just a really good play. Bucky Irving continues to score. He scored in 4 of the last 5 games. You know what he had in week 1? 77% snap rate. 77. There were only 2 running backs in the NFL that had a higher snap rate in week 1. Bucky Irving is here to stay. You don't have to worry about Rachaad White anymore. I don't think so, at least. I think this is a really interesting play. Now, Nico Collins, I saw people talk about. I don't have these markets, unfortunately, on Novig, but I know they're adding some. But like the longest reception, Nico Collins, 24.5 longest reception was a lock and load for all of last season and half the season prior. I'm concerned about this year, though. No Joe Mixon. Nick Chubb did an adequate job in week 1, but I don't know about that rushing game. And if they don't have a rushing game, how are they going to push the ball down the field? I think teams are going to force them to run it. So guys like Nico Collins, these plays that we used to absolutely lock in, those long receptions, I am concerned about them. And here it is right here. And, I've seen it all over social media this morning. And listen, I understand the game logs are beautiful, but I watched a lot of last weekend for Houston because I did have a play in for his long reception, and I did not like what I saw. I mean, first off, Houston's offensive line looked terrible. They had no running game threat, and they were just taking the top off the football. They had a guy over the top of Nico the entire freaking game. He had 3 targets in the first half, 1 in the second half. It was ugly. And while we see a lot of these alphas bounce back in week 2, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, so on and so forth, I think that there's a schematic issue here for Houston with the inability to run the football and be consistent. And we're also getting quite the downgrade at quarterback as we've seen CJ Stroud regress for last year after winning Rookie of the Year and in game 1 last week against the Rams. So I'm concerned about Nico Collins. That being said, maybe week 1, I'm overreacting to the news, or at least how I saw it. So, you do what you want with that information, but that's where I am. It's looked good for 2 years. Now I'm concerned about it for tonight. I just am. I think Mike Evans has a bounce back opportunity, and I think Bucky Irving continues to be, a 20 potential touch guy and has himself a really, really solid game. Baker Mayfield also continues to throw 2+ touchdowns. If you want to, get some correlation in there. And again, I don't always have those touchdown projections. You can see for whatever reason, I don't have those touchdown projections on Underdog for myself. But if you want to run out Baker 2+ and then put in like, Mike Evans for a receiving touchdown or Egbuka for a receiving touchdown, I think you can put together something real nice there. And that's kind of how I see the Tampa game. I don't want to touch anything on Houston's side. I want to touch only the main characters, for the Bucks. You all ready to move on to the Chargers in Vegas before we start making some entries? This is like the analysis portion. The first half of the show is like introduction. I analyze the games, and then, we go degen for the final 20 minutes of the show. It's only a 1-hour live show, Monday and Thursday. Sundays are 2 hours, huge production, 5-6 different segments. Monday and Thursday are different, though. They're different. Okay, yeah, let's move on. Chargers. All right. Chargers are going to win this game. I don't care that the confidence model has them down at whatever they were, 12th, 13th. It doesn't look like we're going to have Brock Bowers. And I just think that that's worth a couple points. And you could probably run out the Chargers spread as well at -3.5. I mean, is it moved? No. Like, that's +111. I'm sorry. Like, I'm fairly certain I can just rock this and feel pretty good about it. What's this lay? +298. You could probably tease the spread for the Bucks. Cover your field goal and a hook at 3.5. That's not a bad idea. Well, listen, I don't mean to enter the degenerate side of the show yet, but here we are. I don't mind this at all. Hey, you could probably tease this down to cover the hook at -2.5. You probably get over +200 as well. Las Vegas Raiders have never lost a Monday Night Football home game. Is that an actual stat? That's kind of nutty. How interesting. Yeah, no joke. My dog is literally right underneath my feet, and I bounce around. I move. I have stepped on him twice. Well, listen, if you like that, shoot, you could take the Raiders outright as plus odds play. +170 to win if you like them. Since they've been in Vegas. What is that, like 4 seasons? I was going to say, like, Oakland. Oh, my. That's a storied franchise to never have lost at home. I run that. Omarion Hampton. It's his night. It's Keenan Allen's night. And you want to see something? Look at this. I called it last week. I thought Keenan was the best touchdown play in that game. Guess who scored a tutty? The veteran, Keenan Allen. I think he had 2, didn't he? Maybe just 1? I like him tonight. +250? What? I don't get it. How is he a +250? This seems to be the steal of the entire night of games. +250 from my boy, Keenan Allen, the bearded monster, the bearded baldy, to score a +250 touchdown. I mean, I like this on par with the level that I liked Justin Fields +230 in week 1, Patrick Mahomes +488 yesterday, Keenan Allen +250. They're like same level, all 3 of them. This just oozes value, in my opinion. I think this is a perfect way to get a little, action on the game and not feel stressed out, having a full unit in on like Omarion Hampton rush attempts, which, by the way, I like and I'll talk about soon. You can, sprinkle a little bet. You don't need to put a full unit on something like that. Play that one to win a unit. Use a bet calculator if you don't know what that means. Watch. Let me open one up I use the Yahoo one. Let me show you. So +250. All right. So the goal is to win $100. That would be 1 unit for me. Quick math. Is it 40? Yes. So I would bet for me $40. That's point 0.4 units. And that would return 140 bucks. Take away my entry of 40 and I'm sitting there with a profit of $100, 1 unit. So like that's how I would look to bet this tonight, or like maybe bet to win a half unit. Then I'm only investing 0.2 units. I get to sweat out Keenan Allen at plus 250, and if he scores a touchdown, I win a half unit profit. I walk away with it. And if he doesn't, I'm only out zero point 0.2 units, and it doesn't move the needle for me emotionally. You know what I mean? I can kick back for 3 hours tonight for that game specifically and not lose my mind if he doesn't score with a longer odds play. And if he does, hey, cool. Look at that. Just won a half unit while I'm watching football. Pretty cool. You know? That's how I like to bet some of these longer plays. I should have done it. I should have done it with Mahomey too, but I never got around to it. Literally just talked about it in the live show. So Keenan, I love. I think it's a great play. Marion Hampton, I like for his. Let me see if I can shift. Scroll. There we go. No, rush attempts. So 13.5, starting to get a little juicy. Matter of fact, let's go shop some odds. I want to see what it is. Let's go, Pop Slinger. Poop Slinger. Ugh. Pop Slinger. No, I don't. Chargers Tampa for me. Bauer's going to be playing. Well, that does help them. I still think the Chargers do work. I think Raiders going to be better. They're on the up and up. Gino's definitely an upgrade. What was I going to do here? Who am I researching? Keenan Allen? No, Marion Hampton. I totally got sidetracked by Poop Slinger's name. Rush attempts. 13.5 everywhere. Okay. Pretty juiced on Novig, I will say that. 14.5 plus odds then, right? Nope. Yeah, I want to touch that. Would not touch that. No words on McConkey? I mean, what's wrong with him? Nothing's wrong with McConkey. I mean, listen, you're talking about one of the most consistent receivers in the NFL. He is literally, how do I spell his name? MCC. There it is. What's his receptions prop tonight? 5.5, juice to the over. Implied probability of 57.45%. He finishes with 6+. You go to Lad, and you can see he had 6 catches first game, 9 targets. I don't think anything changes. Here's the playoffs, 14 targets, 9 catches, buck 97 and a tutty. Regular season, look how he closed out the year. Literally, Mr. 5 catches. If you want anybody for like, I looked down before I crushed my dog's snout. If you want anybody for an alt line tonight, the 5+ for Lad McConkey is the move, in my opinion. So you got the playoff game, week 1 this season, and then dating back to last year, that's 9 straight games. That is 12 out of the last 13 games. Lad McConkey has turned into the number 1 and a 5+ magnet. So, like, let's say, let me open up one of the sports books here where I can outline this stuff. Actually, can you do it on Underdog? Do I have receptions? Yeah, I just don't have all the markets you guys have. I just don't have the projections. But hey, you want to run out like a 5+ on Underdog for him? There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. His receiving yards, too. Let's look at those, actually, before I move on. Sheesh, what a warrior. 80+ yards, 6 of the last 7 games. And then playoffs, we saw him go nuclear. And week 1, again. So 70+ in, what's his projection? 72.5? Hold on. 1, 2. So to close out the year, he hit higher than 72.5 in 6 of the last 7. Did it in the playoffs, did it in week 1. And my favorite part is the target share in those games. 9, 6, or the target volume. 9, 6, 12, 7, 6, 10, 8. Playoffs, 14. Week 1, 9. What? What am I missing here? Vegas. I'm trying to think of their D-backs. Am I missing something? I must be. I literally kind of stumbled across this. I had no intentions to talk about this play, but I honestly am just shocked to see how low his projection is. I'm running it. Do they have the rush attempts here? I like Amarian for 13.5. He had 14 attempts, 15 attempts in week 1 against a tougher run defense in Brazil. Tough, huge game. If they're playing at all with a lead, I would imagine he's going to get even more. And yes, I understand Najee Harris is kind of working his way back, but Najee, we know what he is, and he was ineffective and not even a piece to the puzzle. So if you have access to a Marion Hampton at 13.5 rush attempts tonight, I like that a lot as well. What's up, man? Yesterday's parlays were crazy. We're like early cashed out a 8 parlay bet because I didn't trust Dallas to win it. Made 600 instead of 50. Hey, man, you walked away with profit. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, fam. I mean, oh my gosh. Can we talk about that Dallas game for a second, though? Oh my word. The back and forth was insane to close out that game. Final 5 minutes, there were 3 touchdowns. Every other pass from Russell Wilson the entire fourth quarter was a 60-yarder. It was wild. When Dallas scored that touchdown, and then like 3 plays later, Danger Russ hits Neighbors on like a 60-yard bomb perfectly in the end zone over the top of 2 defenders. I was so frustrated because I was like, that's it. Dallas choked so hard for us. And then they go all the way down the field and score again to tie it up. It was something. And then I thought they choked twice in overtime. It just continuously, I don't know how you Cowboys fans do it. I was a Cowboys fan for about 30 minutes and I hated every minute of it. It was brutal. But I digress. Red Zone was awesome, man. It was fun. It was a great day of football. It was fun to bet on, fun to watch. The Steph Curry moonballs. You're not wrong, dude. You know, he also you guys remember Dante Culpepper? I might be aging myself a little bit, but he burst onto the scene with Randy Moss his rookie season back in like 96 or something, 97. And yes, my dog moved. I can walk around. Starting to get like a neck ache. He had the highest arc I've ever seen a quarterback, maybe ever will see a quarterback throw. When you're done with this show, YouTube Dante Culpepper deep throws, and you will literally see a launch angle. Most quarterbacks, they get the elbow over the ear, decent, right? It's like, whatever. He would like cock back his arm and like grenade throw the ball, and it would go so freaking high and so far. It was unbelievable. It was so fun. I remember playing Madden back in the day too, and they had started to tailor like some personality stuff or playing traits to certain players. And I remember playing Madden like after his rookie year or something, and like whenever you throw deep with Madden, the ball would be like a punt, and you couldn't see it, you couldn't track it, and it would just all of a sudden kind of like mortar shell its way into the screen on Madden. You'd have Moss just running over his shoulder, just catching these mortar shells. It was something else. I don't know how listen, and I digress. What a tangent this is. My bad. To the 428 people on YouTube, I am sorry. I spent 2 minutes talking about Dante Culpepper and Madden 99. Oops. If I had Randy Moss and Chris Carter, I would throw it like that too. Yeah, no joke. Just throw it up. Let him go make plays. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to the show. So you telling me Brock is good tonight? Because I saw he was doubtful. Return to practice on Saturday, huh? Walkthrough. He sat out Thursday, Friday. He went through walkthrough with a brace over a sleeve on his left leg. The tight end himself was slightly less confident than Carroll. I'm reading a site here. He said out loud, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm going to keep working out and see how I feel rest of the day. Tomorrow and the next. We'll see. Okay. Doesn't sound like a guy who's ready to be terribly effective. Although, who knows what they do behind closed doors to get these guys ready. Seems kind of like a nice lower opportunity on some of these plays. They're low. Like they're definitely, I almost feel like these projections are wanting this from you. Bang, bang, bang. But I don't know. He didn't sound terribly confident about that. Am I wrong? 430 people watching. Am I wrong? That's on YouTube alone. Oh my gosh. YouTube is something else. I thank you so much, man. 400 people on X. Thank you too. Listen, I didn't forget about you. I love you all equally. That's a suspect line, though. This is what happens, and I am severely sorry. Sometimes these get a little clunky when I'm streaming. Did Lad's projection move at 72.5? No, it just disappeared for a moment. All right. Jaunty rush attempts tonight, 17.5. What do we think? What about receiving yards? He's a better playmaker than this. I feel like, there's an opportunity for him to get one out of the backfield and pop off. I think rush attempts is interesting. Clearly was the game plan to try to run the football. Irving's receptions. I'm more on the touchdowns tonight, just based on the odds. What did we get? Plus 125 on Novig. That was awesome. Jaunty 2+ catches. Is that what it was? 1.5? Was it 1.5? Yeah, I mean, this is rare. You won't often see these guys get a couple catches and only 2 yards. It's 2.5. I don't mind it at all. Don't mind it at all. Check down Gino, baby. When? Literally around the clock, my friend. Around the clock. You know what? Let me see if I can show this here. Is this show? Can you guys see this? Can you see this? Look at this guy. He's already posted his picks. Just a list, photos for every single player showing you the sports books and their live odds at the time of when he posted using my website. So I love him for that. What a guy. My dude went 7-0 for VIPs. That post went out yesterday, an hour and 6 minutes before NFL lock. So if you're somebody who is like busy, dad life, mom life, and you're just struggling and you just need to get some plays in before lock, you check in an hour or two before lock, and bang, you got 7 plays. Fire went 7-1, was posting. He did some live bets. He posted them throughout the whole weekend as he was finding plays and slips and entries. Did them for college, sleeper, underdog, pick 'em. Yeah, that's crazy, man. My guy is just a beast over there. And then mine, I post a lot of stuff as I'm going throughout the week. I do recaps. I post all sorts of content inside Discord. I do these full write-ups for these plays. CeeDee Lamb, this one was a nice one. Cashed in the first quarter, I think, didn't he? That was a great one. So, yeah, no, the VIP is fun, man. That's fun. I am biased, but I think it's a great product. I think it's a great product. But I digress. Herbert for 220. You guys want to go make a parlay? I'm ready. Let's go have some fun. I think we analyzed as much as we could. I mean, how much can we analyze 2 games? There's the link right there in chat, Jonathan. Let's do it. Let me open up FanDuel or DraftKings. Which do you guys prefer looking at? Here. I'm on the wrong screen. Oops, sorry. Which do we want? FanDuel? FanDuel smoother? DraftKings? Come on, chat, let me know. This is you guys. If it's split, I'll do both. If you guys are all over one of the apps, I'll do that one. Oh, man, DK taking over. Look at this. DGen session. Now, here's the deal. I am going to use DraftKings to begin. I'll switch over to FanDuel after. But here's the deal, Tyler. What I want you to do is I can't do these for every app that everyone likes. What you do, you just apply the information on your app. You feeling me? So if I'm on DK and I say NFL, and I'm like, all right, I like, Bucky Irving for a tutty. Okay, listen, apply it where you need. Okay? That's all. Like, just go. By the way, the fact that Bucky is a minus 105 here, and we saw on Novig that it's a minus or a plus 125. Novig is goated. Literally amazing. Here, check this out. I'm going to drop a link in chat. If you have not tried Novig, you're crazy. You're crazy. There it is. Code Donuts. Click that link. 40 plus states have access to Novig and can bet on straight picks. You're not forced into pick 'em parlays. Novig is literally the first stop every time. And they have the best odds, like 80% of the time. By the way, my website, mysprearedge.com, the Novig optimizer, I don't even market this stuff. Math-based EV betting. And hey, check it out. The number one, this is so funny. Did not plan this. The number one play on Novig this morning is the play I showed you. Bucky Irving. Touchdown. Based on math, there is no better play on Novig at this current moment. And I highlighted that with my keen eyes and my handsome voice and my slightly average face and above average everything else. I'm sorry. But my website could have done that for you. So if you're like, man, I can't identify those things, you don't have to. The website's going to do it for you. But I digress. Bucky Irving, Tutty. What is it on FanDuel? Let's go zoom in here. Remember, hey, my friends, anybody watch that Sunday morning show with, was it 2,000 people on both TikTok or Twitter and YouTube? That is a very polished show. Today is casual Monday. The Monday, Thursday live shows are very casual. $15, baby. MySprayEdge.com. My mind's telling me no. With my body. Bucky Irving plus 134. I guess we'll build on FanDuel first. I mean, a little two-piece action. I mean, we just got a decision to make at this point. I mean, that's a plus 293. Feeling like a Derrick Henry situation? Okay. What's the lad 5? What about just like a little lad? A little lad tonight. 5 for 70. Yo, let's go. I love when people tell me they had a good day or a potentially epic day based on my content. Thank you so much. Thanks for that. Anytime people share some success with me, and man, it makes me so happy. I need it. What's up, Mark? Thanks for the 5, man. What a guy. Tampa game, both QBs over rushing. Chubby 40 plus 400 seems low. Baker Mayfield rushing yards is always in play. That guy is like a walking 10-yard rush. By the way, I don't think this is a bad little parlay. You might be able to get better odds somewhere else, by the way. Can I do Baker 10 plus yards? He's usually quite low. I mean, like it's a really goofy looking 3-leg parlay. But that's not terrible. Why do I keep closing out my website? I really need to leave this open. Watch this. NFL player odds. Let me get off 300% zoom for you mobile viewers. And Baker. What am I looking at? Rush yards. 39 in week 1. In the playoffs, 23. Last season. All right, we'll slide this down to 10 plus. Had 10 plus in 13 of 17 games. Baker quietly racks up rushing yards. He's always good for like 3 to 4 attempts. Give me 10 yards in those attempts. That is not a bad little parlay. It might be the least fun parlay ever put together. But I'm trying to make you guys want money. You know? Code Donuts, my friend. DONUTS. I'm sorry. I don't have anything like that set up. It's $15 though. You could use code NFL. I believe makes it $9.99 if you'd like to try. No big code Donuts. 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 No doubt. Happy to help. Where's that go? Let me see my man. Sewer. What's he got for me? Plus 107, plus 106, great line, Bucks plus 2.5 on Novig. Yeah. I mean, number 1 play on the model, and I closed out my website and I can't show it like a dum-dum. Stupid. Watched all your videos except the Sunday morning one, up 26 units. Half of that was your picks, then made some good game flow live bets. Good for you, Josh. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Love it. Absolutely love it. Receiving props for Keenan Allen. Yeah, we could plug him in there too. What the heck? I don't like doing reception props. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm clicking around. I don't like doing reception props on 2 guys that I don't know if they're negatively correlated, but Keenan we got last week at what? 2.5, 37.5 receiving yards. This week they have him appropriately priced. 51.5 for receiving yards. What they don't have appropriately priced is his touchdown reception for plus 250. That I do not understand. It does not make sense to me. Keenan 4+ catches doesn't do it for me, does it? Oh yeah, it does. It goes up to a plus 223. Listen, I like it, but I don't know how to explain it. What's up, man? I never like betting on Quentin Johnson for receptions. I do like Quentin Johnson when it comes to long reception. I do like Quentin Johnson for long. Someone tell me to stop Xing out my website. Goofball. So Quentin's one of those guys. You'll see long reception here. He just gets over the top. Gets these long catches. All right. Tonight he's at 19.5 for a long reception. I think that's kind of always in play. I'm never really a fan of the volume-based things for him. But hey, I mean, what the heck? Closed out last season doing pretty well. Nothing burger in the playoffs, and then popped off in week 1. 5 for 7, though. 5 catches on 7 targets. He's at 3.5. That's actually not terrible. I guess that is quite low. This is receiving yards? 43? You might be onto something here. I just think he's the third wheel, though. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of betting on these players who are not the primary or the secondary wide receiver. You Yeah, you want to do a little spread betting? Shoot, tease the touch. A touchdown and a hook and a field goal and a hook for Chargers Bucks on the road to cover. That's not bad. The I digress morning drinking game may be becoming a problem. Ooh, my bad. My bad. My bad. Lad for over 70. Yeah, I like it. One of these problem is for both these guys, Houston's got one of the best defensive backs in the NFL. And if he's on Evans, Evans is screwed. If he's on Amika as a rookie, I think Amika's in trouble. You feeling me? So that's my only issue with like the receptions and stuff for Tampa tonight. Yeah, Jay Chitwood. That was a good play. That was a good pick. I don't mind Jonty in there 2+ if you're trying to boost this. Goes up another 122 cents. Not bad. I mean, if Brock is healthy enough to play tonight, his line is just I just don't think I can go there. I'm so concerned about it. I just am. I'm concerned about it. That's an uncomfortable bet. How about passing yards for Herbert? Somebody brought that one up. Do I want to add that to this? I am honestly not feeling tonight. But just am not. I think it's going to be a really sketchy slate. I'm a little concerned about it for betting. I got you. I'm happy to answer questions. Oh, my guy, Patrick Lee. That is a good one. That is a good one. We talked about that last week. Lamar Jackson yesterday was another one. My man never throws picks. It's so slick. Look at this. Under in 14 to 17 games last season, playoffs through 4. Absolute pathetic meltdown. Week 1 against KC in Brazil. Perfection, man. Back to his normal. Yeah. Okay. Can I add that to a parlay here on FanDuel? Great call out, Patrick. Nope, I didn't think so. Let me try on a DK, though. I think I can over there because I did it with Lamar Jackson on yesterday's live show. Man, I really don't have many bets for that Tampa game other than Tampa covering. Interceptions. I need over under. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that call out. That was a great call out. Excellent job. Now we're cooking. We found it. Yeah, we found it. I like. Listen, if there's any weak link here, it's going to be the touchdown prop. Maybe we can find something to replace it. But now we're cooking. I can get behind this one. Keenan 3+. Baker's got that dog in him. No, I don't. That's way too juiced. Ugh. Keenan 4+. Where is it? Wrong way. Maybe there. No, I don't want to go receptions for both these guys. Let's go Lad for 70+ yards. Let's get better odds. Okay. Herbert, no pick. Lad, do your Lad things. Okay. He's done that, what we're looking at, 8 out of the last 9 games, including this season, playoffs, in 7 games to close out last year. Literally just do what you keep doing. This has got to be, listen, I know everyone's sitting here, they're like, come on, man, give me like a plus 800. Okay. And I will, we'll do something next. But you're just looking for like a little way to sweat tonight's game. What's wrong with this? Is this not fun enough for chat? I know. Come on, I know. You want more. You want to have a good time. Add Baker 1+ passing touchdown. Is that a lock? Three, playoffs 2, regular season. Oh, yeah. 16, 17, 18, 19. 18 and 19 games? What's the odds, though? Is it going to be disgusting? Oh, wrong game. That's not terrible. Sometimes you get those quarterbacks 1+ touchdown, they're like minus 800. The truth is, they often are. That's the truth. They're fun. They're so fun. Everyone wants to build them and make some long odds. But listen, there's a reason why this. I mean, what is it tonight? There's a reason why the sports books are giving you profit boost on an SGPX, profit boost to use on a NFL parlay. How many legs? Minimum legs do apply. How many? I'd have to read the bylaws. Profit boost, this one's going to be, 3+ legs always? It's got to be like plus 300, plus 400. I can't even get the answer here. Maybe I have to log in. But like, they're not giving you a 50% boost on a straight bet with a $100 cap or something. And I'm not calling out DraftKings. Every sportsbook does this. They want to suck you in to the parlays. Yo, no joke. But are they on parlays, or can you get a straight one? 30% profit boost. Could this be a straight pick? Let me log into FanDuel and see if what we can use. You got to log in off screen. Oh, we're at an hour already? Oh my goodness. These shows are only supposed to be an hour. By the way, my friends, Thursday, Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, baby. Thursday night football. I will be here at 9 a.m. Eastern. You know I'm going crazy. Heck no, my friend. If you watch enough of my shows, the least important thing on earth to me is a game log. I think it helps to add context. I think it's a nice compass to help you with what to research. But if you're using game logs as an answer sheet, there goes your bankroll. On my website, with all of the betting optimizers giving you math-based picks, my projection models for the games on the website, that stuff matters. The game log stuff, like literally dead last in importance. The graphs are cool, they're fun, they're sexy, they're selling, and they're good for content. But they're the least important thing when it comes to betting. They just are. Let's claim this boost and see what I get. That's the only one I'm given. I don't get a lot here on FanDuel. $50 wager can be used on any pregame or live bet for one bet. Hey, I talked about this yesterday, live betting, and it didn't work. But my favorite way to use a live bet boost is to use it on a player that you like and using it for I used it Thursday, Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. Literally, the game started and his odds were like minus 160 for a touchdown. and I had 100% boost, I believe, on DK. Soon as the game started, literally like shows 15 minutes first quarter. They haven't even done kickoff, but in the sports books, it's live. The game is live. You could instantly bet on Josh Jacobs for a +1 or 100% boost on the touchdown bet to get better odds. That is how I like to use those live boosts. So maybe you use that if you want tonight on something. Totally up to you. Herbert throw for 220? I couldn't tell you. I think the offense is going to be better than it's been for several years now. Hey, thank you very much, HD. I just try to keep it real and be myself. Some people are going to like it, some are not. But that makes me feel good that you like me for me, not because I'm old. Jaunty under 70. I think he's going to continue to have trouble running the football. That offensive line really stinks. You boosted spreads. I think it's a great look. You could probably wait until the game is live and grab an alt spread, Bucks to cover 3 in the hook, 3.5 plus 3.5 Bucks on the road. Live bet that one, especially if they start hot. They hooked you up with 2. I only got 1. Touchdown. I think I'll probably use my boost. Do I have one for both games? No. I probably use it on that lad combo. What was it? Top of my head, 60 and then 5 catches. Was this it? Or was it 70 plus yards? I'm only seeing 1 boost. I have 1 reward. Oh, wait, 2 times? FanDuel coming in clutch, baby. Wow. Well, now I'm betting on tonight's games. 2x. I've never seen that. Let's go. Yeah, look at that. 2. They're like, donuts, look at the chat. That's funny. Dynamic will just show you how the odds are changing as you make your selections. Or excuse me, not dynamic will show you as you make them. Dynamic will show you before you even click it. That's all. She likes me for me, not because I can't remember the rest of the song. Just the rhythm and the rhymes. I'm using a profit boost. McConkey, 60 plus. Yeah, okay. I think it was 70, though. I think 70 plus is what I had, but whatever. I might send this out. This is worth, in my opinion. The 70 plus, I think, was better, though, wasn't it? It was like minus 130. I talk about a lot in these shows. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow, adding the 5 plus receptions was almost pointless. Probably just take Lad's yardage outright. I'll have to think about this one, figure out what I want to do. 2 boosts, 50%. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. One of them, I'm going to have to do Herbert interception straight up. That is a nice looking bet, in my opinion. Boring? Yup. But again, you can't go broke making a profit. It ain't always about the plus 800s, the plus 2000s. Just not. It's just not. Yeah, we talked about that one. I'm a little nervous about him. Myers 40 plus. Myers could have a really big game if Bowers is out or labored. Myers, too, is a good backup tight end. He's a former like 2nd or 3rd round pick. Quentin for another touchdown. He does score. I'll take Keenan, though, plus 250. I like Justin Herbert. All right, listen, I did not build you anything crazy today. I just don't know if I can find it. I don't mind this parlay. Do they have boost over here? Give me a second to log in. Let's see what the boost rules are. Man, I am now in hour number 2 when I meant to be done 6 minutes ago. I can't help it. I love y'all. I'm just having fun. It's just having fun. I like these casual streams. They're really relaxing for me. I literally feel like I'm just hanging out with my friends right now, just talking football. You know what I mean? CJ, of course. Of course, my friend. We're always betting. DJs never rest. You know? DJs never rest. Oh, yeah. What was I doing up here? NFL. Get a profit boost to use. Okay, so it is a 3-leg parlay, 50% boost, $100 max bet. That's not bad. Let's opt in. And do I have any others? I can't even use this. It's probably because of Baker's odds. Or wait, does it have to be certain odds? Yes. All right, so it's got to be a plus 300. It didn't say anything about minimum odds, so that's actually nice. Let me put Baker back in there, and let's see if I could just quickly. I'm definitely going to be firing off some stuff for my members tonight because I'm formulating ideas in the back of my mind. Okay, so that would work if I liked this enough. Bucky for a tutty. I just got to get to a plus 300. Then I get a 50% boost for a $100 wager. That is pretty good. All right, I'm definitely firing off some stuff tonight for members. There's some decent Monday Night Football boost. The doubleheader makes it more fun than just like sitting down and watching the freaking. Why in the world were we forced to watch Michael Penix Jr. against JJ McCarthy on Sunday? There were like 5 better games, minimal. Literally the Super Bowl rematch, Eagles and Chiefs. How was that not the Sunday night game? Garbage. Keenan for a tutty. Yeah, I love that. It was a brutal watch, Michael. It was awful. What's up, Mark? First time viewer? Welcome to the party, dude. Woo! This past week, I wish you joined in last week. My 3 long form videos, maybe the best of the year. I made so much money in those videos. I hope they're running back this week 3. I tell you that. What do I think? Straight money line on Chargers, Bucks plus 7.5. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. My betting model likes the Chargers and the Bucks to win. In fact, for what it's worth, though, my betting model went 10-1 in the top 11 picks, and then in the bottom 5 picks, it is 0-3 so far. And the 12th and 13th on the confidence ranking are the Bucks and Chargers. So be careful. That's all I got to say. I do like the Bucks to cover tonight at 2.5 outright, but of course you could tease the field goal or the tutty. Baker Mayfield, 10 plus rushing yards, a great parlay piece. I just remembered that. No, they don't even have it. So never mind. Took Ravens and Bills minus 10 for Thursday. Oh, Thursday. Yeah. I can't wait to talk about Thursday. Hey, chat, real quick. Raise your hand if you're going to be watching Thursday morning. I see 400 something people on YouTube. If you're listening, I know not everybody can watch. They're at work listening. They treat it like a podcast, which is why I try to verbalize what I'm clicking and stuff, because I know a lot of people are listening at work, earbuds in, typing at the keyboard, but they're listening. They're not watching. But if you are watching, chat right now. Who's tuning back in on Thursday? If you hear, I'm here. Appreciate that. That's cool. There we go, chat. There we go. Tyler, Austin, Royal Fam. Let's go. Thank you. I can't wait for Thursday. The old man sitting down. It is what it is. Your boy got it. By the way, energy levels, I woke up at like 32%. My kids, I had a child up every 30 minutes from 3 a.m. until everyone finally just got up at 6. I woke up just dog tired. Probably slept 3 straight hours from like 12 to 3. And then just never really got back to sleep longer than 30 minutes. It was rough. And listen, okay. A lot of parents out there watch my shows. I went through the tired dad years, for quite a long time, just because of the age separation for my kids. It was tough. But we've had several years of just really smooth nights. So now when we have like a bad night of sleep, I'm reminded just how difficult it is operating with a bad night of sleep. 3 hours, 4 hours total. It is difficult. It is brutal. And all the non-parents out there watching right now are like, bro, can you just get back to that parlay? But I'm telling you, I am beat today. I have given you my all, and my all is 10% of what yesterday was. This is not a bad parlay tonight. For plus 566 to run it before a boost goes into effect. McConkey for 70. McConkey, 5 catches. Justin Herbert to continue. Literally this. Just continue this, my friends. Plus 200 on its own is a fine option. Plugging in Baker and an Irving touchdown, and now I'm at a 566. I love it. I love it. And if you don't like the the Bucky Irving play, what a nickname, though. Find something else. Plug that in. Get to that 300 and then just boost it. I don't know what that other play. I don't know what else is to do. What gets me? Does that got me there? Bucky Irving 12 plus carries? Literally was just clicking. How about that? Pretty much took over midway through the season. What happened here against Vegas? Looks like he maybe got hurt. Yeah, he only had 10 snaps that game. So Bucky as a starter, 77% snaps last game. 13, 12, 25, 15, 16, 20, 19. Had 17 in the playoffs, 14 first week. So that's 2. 9 on the last 10. Got hurt. That's interesting. And then it allows me to plug in the boost. Plus 460. Low-hanging fruit here for sure. And then, that's a really good parlay. Fairbairn for a field goal. I might dabble in it at some point, right? Who doesn't? But I kind of go out of my way of leaving field goal kickers out. Yes, I understand that they can help you and you can win money betting on kickers. But there's just something about losing a parlay because of a kicker that just irks me to no freaking end. Like some 34-yard field goal to bang out a plus 500 and it hits the uprights or he shanks it. Like I'm going to lose my ish over something like that. Listen, I just don't have one to make yet. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't want to force it. I'm hoping you have all taken some. Yeah, it went 1 for 3, right? Kicking field goals for the Commanders the other night. Was it Commanders? Somebody, I can't remember. What game was that? We missed a bet because of that, an over bet. Nick Folk sold your 6. Like, this is what I mean. Like, okay, Keenan Allen doesn't score a touchdown, and that chalks a parlay. Fine, I can live with it. Justin Herbert throws his, 4th pick in 20 games. Fine, I can live with it. A field goal shanking a 35-yarder to not cash a parlay just ticks me off, man. Really ticks me off. Chat, can you answer me? Actually, I have a question for you. So these casual shows, Monday and Thursday. All right. Like, are you okay with me kind of analyzing games, talking through things? Or you're like, I must walk away with a plus 1,000. Like those aren't going to hit that often. It's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth about the show. I'd rather just be a source of information, give you some ideas, and then you can run it. You can run with it. Bucks cover the spread tonight. Tease them 7.5, 3.5. Chargers win outright on the road. These are low-hanging fruit parlay pieces here. Baker and Bucky, 12 plus, 1+ touchdown. Herbert has been a lock. Ladd has done this in 8 of the last 9 games. I don't care about game logs as much, but the context is helpful. The first game of the season, that should potentially continue. You know what I mean? So, I want you to take all of this information, these things I've discussed, and be able to run with that info. Put together some dubs. I don't always have the ability to just make a parlay. I need it for tonight. It's like I don't know. I don't always have one. At least not on hand. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We got a long day ahead of us. I gotta do some math. I'm a big math-based bettor. I don't want to just squander away some money just to put some content on the screen. I'd rather just help you. The VIPs will get, the finals. This isn't bad. Adding teasing the Bucks plus 7.5. Chargers money line. I think Chargers win tonight. Plus 837. Now you're cooking. You could start taking out some of this stuff if you don't like it. Irving 12+ rush attempts. That's not bad. And on FanDuel, I'm telling you right now, what I probably end up doing on FanDuel, yes, exactly. Just thinking aloud right now. I'm like, oh, what does this look like? Interesting. That was maybe my best call on the Sunday morning live show. I even acted it out. Who remember? I'm running down the right sideline. I'm diving to the right corner pylon. And then he did it. I couldn't believe it. Exactly. See, I love it. Tell me this. Hit a plus 15K using info you got from me. Mahomes touchdown. Set me good. Let's go. See, I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't even know if he actually locked in a FanDuel parlay. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to do a FanDuel parlay. I think what I'm going to do is use these 50% boost on 2 straight picks tonight. Or like a Ladd. I might run that Ladd parlay and boost it. And then the Herbert boost. And those would be my straights for the night. And then I'll put together a longer odds parlay just to, sweat. Just to have some fun with it. Get a little crazy. So I probably do it that way. I think DraftKings is going to get the longer parlay for tonight, my official parlay of the night for members, which I will post in Discord and on the OS app. And the straight picks will likely be with the boosts. And that might not serve everyone exactly what they want, but I'm sharing access to what I'm betting on. And then inside Discord, be on the lookout for Opto, be on the lookout for Fire. And y'all can go make money. You can make money. It's easy to make money inside my Discord. It just is. Where'd that photo go? Let me pump them out. Let me highlight how good my team is. Yes, my alarms are going off. I have all sorts of duties I'm shunning right now to hang out with my YouTube. Fire. Dude, take a dang bow, buddy. Hitting plus 250, a plus 200, pick 'em apps, UD, dabble, banging home profit on the sports books, 7-1 overall. Opto EV picks, take a bow. Your channel, clean, 7-0 sweep, 7 player props, all original lines, line shopped, odd shopped, 14-2 overall. Cashed a plus 1,300 last Monday Night Football. Opto EV picks is going to be posting something too, I love my team. Got a great Discord. I'm going to drop that link right there in chat. Listen, I spent most of the time trying to help y'all out best I could. I stayed an extra 20 minutes today for you because there was 1,100 people watching, 400 on YouTube, man. I can't believe it. Tomorrow, by the way, YouTube, Tuesday, I do my nice and early Thursday night football video. The Buffalo Bills this week, man. You know there's going to be a little extra sauce on that Tuesday video. Wednesday, you get the game picks video. That thing went nuclear so far. 13-3 in week 1. I'm 10-4 in week 2. Not bad. Hopefully I can finish strong here on that video. And then you get the player prop video on Friday, the touchdown picks video on Saturday, and of course, live shows Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Phenomenal stretch on YouTube coming up. Thank you for everything that you have done for me publicly. The likes are insane. The comments, mind-boggling. I went back on YouTube dashboard. I replied to every single comment. There were over 1,000 comments that I had to take care of because there were comments on replies. There were 1,300 chats on Sunday morning's live show. Just an insane week. And I'm humbled to the freaking core. I can't even begin to tell you the metrics that I saw this past week on YouTube were like 10x any other week I've ever had on YouTube. I am so thankful. I'm humbled. And, I prayed about it. It's been something. So to see 400 plus people watching for an hour and a half this morning on YouTube on a Monday, these usually a lower watch show is really, really cool to see and to see it continue. So thank you so much for watching. You owe me nothing. You owe me nothing at all, but you've given me so much. So thank you so much for the support. And hopefully my show is helpful, at the very least, slightly entertaining. And hopefully you make a little bit of cash. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Come back, turn your alarms on. Do not miss. Notifications on for my channel, I think sends an email to you so you don't miss the shows. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the Tuesday morning show. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. Let's get paid.